Welcome back to the Black Knight playthrough, part 4 on YouTube, and the second saga, the Knights of the Round Table saga, on the Sonic Show.
If I'm not mistaken, the Lady of the Lake...
In terms of YouTube, at least, parts 4 to 7 will deal with the fights involving Lancelot, Gawain and Percival and whatnot. Good stuff. Now, I believe it was J Disco Ponies, wanted me to give a shout out to the people who download it from the iTunes store. And
shameless plug.
And to make sure you all give a good review once you download it. So there you go. And if you don't like it, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, although basically just give a good review of old stuff, but the rest of that site's pretty boring.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them.
So Deep Woods FTA, what do you think? Why
I liked it.
Strange thing.
I liked it. I liked the this bit when you're on the cart. It was kind of fun to play.
It was quite weird. It's not so much timing, just slash when they come near you, really.
It kind of reminds me of like House of the Dead. You have to wait until they're close to you before you shoot them.
The animation kind of reminds me of it as well. Now, in terms of music, it's not really one of my favourite tracks here, but I do think Richard Jocks composed this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like it's like kind of Black Knight is a game where I wouldn't say there's any horrible music, just music that isn't as good as others.
Now you see with these spike balls going back and forth in rings, this would be a problem because obviously you're constantly moving forward. But since you have free control here, it's not really a problem to just jump over them, really.
In rings, you'd be fucked. Essentially.
Yeah, and if you notice the green enemies, they're a new type. They spin round with an axe, which can be quite a bitch if you're trying to record a level without getting hit. Hint, hint.
You fuck. Now, have we shown anyone how to give money to the people?
No, that'll be a later mission coming within a part or two on YouTube at least.
Nice. Goal. Like, why is there a signpost as goal for?
I don't know, but I do like how it's taking it back to that classic signpost instead of goal ring.
I know, but it's like, what? Just like logically in the row of Camelot, why are there random goalposts everywhere?
Was that meant to possibly represent Sherwood Forest? Because I know I forget the name of the tree, which is a real bitch because I was born in Sherwood. But there is a big tree.
Deku tree?
Not the Deku tree. Sherwood Forest is a famous big tree, the Great Oak or something.
I don't know. Lancelot.
Now, do you want to explain the night fights quickly? Because we haven't really got a lot of time.
Essentially, the night fights kind of take place in a circle, and you just go back and forth and slash people. I gotta say one thing: I love Griffith's shadow line. Here, it's just fucking awesome.
I am Lancelot, Knight of the Round Table.
Round table. I challenge you to a duel.
Notice throw it all away there.
Yeah, instrumental version of "Throw It All Away," Shadow's main theme from SA2, sung by Everett Bradley. From what I'm understanding on the 2-disc soundtrack, Tales of Knighthood, these clips will actually be on it.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, because it says like there's tracks that say like Sir Lancelot appears, Sir Gawain appears.
Well, don't say any more spoilers.
The hedgehog.
The sword he's using is an actual one that the real fictional Lancelot used called Arendite.
Yeah, I like it because they clearly kind of did the research for the game.
A little bit of research, anyway.
Through the fire! Slash the wrist! This is of course the song Through the Fire, for fire.
This is the song used for the second advertisement video of the HellfireComms channel for this particular playthrough. Each knight has their own particular pattern. I would say Percival is the hardest because she's more, well, spastic per sort of movement, shall we say.
Tom, I gotta be honest with you, mate. I'm a bit ashamed of this because my ultimate beat run through of Shadow is 8 seconds, 5 stars.
Well, I was trying to show off a bit more of the dialogue, to be honest.
Sure you were. Sure you were, Tom.
Fuck you.
I know, but I will say, what we're gonna hear now is Caliburn say that was Lancelot the mightiest and most loyal of the knights. Like him saying he's the most mightiest, kind of, he's the easiest to defeat hands down, Shadow. Obviously, because he's the first boss. But once you get halfway through the game, another mission unlocks called Lancelot Returns, and he's fucking hard.
Jesus Christ, I haven't even beat him yet.
Same, I spent half an hour trying to kill him and I can't do it.
Hang on, am I to believe that sword is bouncing along the ground?
That's what is it in the cutscenes. sword kind of walks by itself.
Sonic's legs looks really long though.
It's like the 06 model comes back. Oh god, long legs is back.
Please don't reference long Sonic.
Long Sonic. So, what's going on?
I got this.
he stole the sword. What? Why did he steal the sword for?
No, I think knights either have to kill themselves or give up their weapons to the victor.
Ah, fair enough.
God forbid I actually do some proper research. Never mind.
Lady of the Lake. No, I like all the character, like the Sonic characters played parts. Alright, this is really funny.
You actually find out why he was trying to run away at the end of the game.
Yeah, I love that. But I will say, while I liked all the characters in their roles, I did like Amy as Lady of the Lake. But sometimes I felt her dialogue and the way that Lisa Ortiz performed the Lady of the Lake sometimes sounded a bit too American in terms of her dialogue.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, just once in a while. I thought I thought Dan Green was the best. The kind of he kind of gave Knuckles this kind of like kind of almost British quality to his voice. Does that work well?
When he plays Yami Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's very pronounced and bold, really. So
Yeah.
he does it quite naturally.
Good stuff. Now, essentially, now we're finally getting into some sense of the plot, where essentially the Lady of the Lake gave King Arthur the scabbard, which has made him immortal. Now this is why Sonic has to go and see her so he can find out how to kill him, essentially.
Well, that's kind of dark.
Well, it's one of my favorite scripts for a few reasons. Because there's a bit earlier where Melina says, "If you do this, you will be the worst kind of knight, a knight who slays the king." And Sonic's response is just, "Well, I guess I can't be the hero all the time." Which I thought was just an amazing way of looking at it.
On the Sonic Stadium's Sonic discussion board, a lot of people talk about that scene in particular, and you cite it as kind of like an example of Sonic's character in this game being the best example, really.
I would, yeah. Again, I think I said it last time. I'd say this. I've always kind of felt SA1 was the best written, just because I felt all the characters were perfectly on character in that game. I haven't really made up my mind. This is either a very, very, very close second, or it is my new favourite. But this is every character was just great in this game.
Well, since it didn't take us very long to go kill Lancelot, maybe we should do a Rampage mission of sorts, or save some people. There we go.
Nah, killing's more fun.
No, we have to save the people, or they'll get killed, and we won't be very chivalrous then, will we? Eh?
Yeah.
No.
This was never about chivalry, Tom.
Nice
See what I did
reference
there?
there.
See
Yeah,
what I did there?
I see what you did there, you twat. I love the logic of this. You hit it with like a bolt and the whole thing collapses.
It breaks it off.
So damn.
Why? Could he just use the door? There's a door to the left of this, but you don't need to fucking break down a wall.
Well, that's just how he gets things done, mate.
That's how I roll.
Now, the trick to this mission is, especially if you try to do it without getting hit, slash the door a few times, back off because enemies will spawn and whatnot, then just kill him with a spinning attack.
I love the spinning attack. It kind of reminds me of back on the NES, whenever Kirby got a sword, he actually has this move where he jumps and spins. It looks just like that.
Now, obviously, if you're trying to go for a night bonus, you want to avoid attacking the villagers.
I don't. I kill the fuckers.
Well, you're not going to get a very high score attacking villagers
They're not
like
real.
that.
They live in a book. Fuck them.
Well, actually, is it ever explained that they're in a book right now?
At the moment, it's not explained, but it is revealed.
Obviously, yeah. Otherwise it wouldn't be the storybook series.
It's just be Sonic kills a real kid.
See, chili dogs right there.
Sonic's favourite, complete with jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos.
Uh,
Arriba.
shut up, you. Anyway, let's go kill some bitches, shall we?
Sounds good to me.